everyone. We are going to finish our step up. All right, you did your rough draft. Should have done that yesterday. Day before, we had our rough draft, right? We did our T-chart also. We've done our T-chart, our rough draft. What you're going to turn in on Thursday or Friday is your journal that you have, that you did all your information on your insect. You're going to turn in your step up here. You're also going to turn in your bug lap book. You also have your tests you need to turn in. All right. So you need to have all that together. So what I need for you to do now, so we can start this, I need for you to get out the paper in the shape of a jar with your lines on it. You also need to have your rough draft, which I have ours right here. Okay. Now, you may need more paper. You only received 2 pages like this, all right? You only received 2 pages. So what I need for you to do maybe is to get another piece of paper that you can write on in case you need extra space. Usually when you're at school, I can give you an extra page, but I can't do that now that we're not together. It's so sad. All right? So right now I need for you to get out your jar and get out your rough draft. All right? And I'm going to meet you back over at my desk. Hopefully you did a great picture. I think this is Mrs. Lucio's picture. Isn't that great? She does a great job. All right, can you see it very well? It's kind of a nifty little picture. Let's see. Can you see it? She did a nice job.
No, they can't.
Okay. So we're going to open it up. And remember, the first thing you're going to do, you don't need all these different colors. That's just for your rough draft, okay? You don't need all the different colors, all right? So you're going to start. Now remember, and I know all your teachers have told you this, you're going to indent. You're going to go over a little. Because when you go over a little, that means you're starting a new paragraph, all right? A new paragraph is being started. And what you're going to do is you are going to, I like putting my stuff right here because then I can look at it a lot better. I know it's kind of, there you go. Here, that way then you can maybe see it. No, let's sit funny here. Okay, so it's so much easier if you put your stuff like this instead of over here, because then you kind of have to keep looking back and forth at it, okay? So if you put it close by, you can put it here, maybe even put it right here so you can see a little better, all right? But put it so your eyes just kind of go up and down. So we're going to indent. We're going to put our topic sentence first. But you have to remember to indent. So maybe take 2 finger spacing and go over. And we're going to start. And I'm going to kind of start writing with you. All right. So let's start our first one because we're all writing the same topic sentence, right? So I know. I love writing with lines because then my handwriting looks better. Also remember, you need to write nice and neatly, okay? I know for interesting facts. Make sure I got it written right. I don't put my words on top of each other and I give enough space about the ground. All right, nice and neat. Now one thing, so now we have our topic sentence, all right? So now what we have to do is we're going to go to our first yellow dot, but make sure we have to put our transition word, okay? So let's make sure we put our transition word, okay? Remember, we don't need the orange, we don't need the colors, but we do need to write that first word, which is first. How about that? All right, so I'm gonna write first because I don't like a lot of space here. I have enough space here to write the word first. In comma, okay. Trying to see, I may have enough room for the word the. I'm gonna try it. Especially if I write neat enough. The. So let's write our next sentence. Remember, don't write mine, write yours. We're talking about his body. Whoops, I made an A out of there, I don't know why. First, you know what I just did? I totally messed up. I started talking about body, and I wrote the word body. Hopefully you're not following me. Okay, the ground beetle. Goodness sakes. All right, so do it. You got beetle. Don't write what I'm writing. First, the ground beetles. I'm going to put an apostrophe S there because we're going to be talking about his body, right? So we're going to show possession. The ground beetles. Now I'll write the word body. Good heavens. So we all make mistakes, don't we? Now when you're erasing though, make sure you erase really well. The ground beetle's body has a large, writing nice and neat so your teacher can read it. Large comma, hard. Purple, I think I can get purple on here. Purple. And brown shell. Period. Okay, so I've done first. You know, if you write neatly and you don't put big, huge spaces, I might have been able to get the word has in there. But, you know, then again, I don't always want to squeeze things together. But don't have some big old spaces either. Okay, so we did first. All right. So we decided that we're going to use the word next as our next transition word. So let's write the word next, capital N. They're too far apart. Oh well. Next. Well, see, I started with my insect, so I have a feeling I can get the word my on here, and I think I can do it nice and neatly, so I am going to do that. My insect loves gardens. Okay. How are you doing? Whoops, there we go. Remember, you don't need to put any yellow dots or anything like that. Okay, all right, my then, which I have right there, I'm gonna try, especially with neat handwriting, has to be neat, my letters aren't gonna be really big. I may be able to get the word then on here, so I'm gonna try it. And I think I can, especially if I really do nice and neat, then, and put a comma. Awesome, I got it on there. Okay. Then, the groundhog is a predator. Okay, we're gonna write that. The groundhog, oh my goodness. The ground beetle, oh my goodness. The ground, that'd be funny if I put hog, huh? Ground beetle. Ground beetle. What do you have? Great, I can get those on there, really small little words. Predator. Yikes, look at my last sentence. Oh, I'm trying to think if I can get that done with my P. Okay, I'm gonna try. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna do a P. You know what I think I'm gonna do? Hopefully your teachers won't get mad at you. I'm gonna write on this top line because I can't do, because with my P, let's try it. Now, the ground beetle is a predator. The thing is, I also want to put what it eats, and I don't want to make some big, long sentence. So you know what? I'm going to throw in another sentence, you know? Okay, that might be another sentence. Now, in second grade, this would probably be considered a red sentence because you're adding more to this, that he's a predator, but we're not going to worry about that. But let's, boy, I really kind of made a mess out of this. But you know what? We're not going to worry about it as long as we're neat, okay? All right, it.
Oh my God.
It
Get this on.
eats. Gosh, you know where, I'm not going to get worms on there. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my page. It eats. Okay, now I'm doing, make sure you come clear over to the end, especially, you're not, this isn't a topic sentence, so you don't need to indent. Okay, so I'm gonna start here and I'm on worms. So I'm gonna go over here and write worms. Comma, because we're making a list of what he eats. Slugs, which sounds disgusting. Slugs, and, ooh, sorry, that N is not pretty. I'm gonna redo that. And, where am I? Other beetles, and other beetles. Isn't that rude? He eats other beetles just like him. I think that's a little rude. Beetles. Okay. You know, I think I'm going to get this all on here just because I'm trying really hard to, not have big gigantic spaces. Write nice and neat. You can get it done. Okay, so period. Now, finally, and I think I can get the word finally on here. I'm gonna try it. Finally, I got it on. Whoop, whoop. Finally, comma, remember to make these all have capital letters and commas after your transition words. Because when a comma means you're kind of taking a pause. First, the ground beetle's body has. Next, okay, you see that little pause? Next, my insect loves gardens. Finally, okay, so finally, my, now don't worry if you can't keep up with me. Pause it and do what you want, okay? And do it that way. Don't worry about keeping up with Mrs. White, all right? In fact, once you know what you're doing, you don't even have to finish watching this if you don't want to, okay? Just make sure you do get it done, all right? Also, I'm hoping that, someone checked your work. I haven't gotten anything from my class of anyone that needs their work checked. So if mom or dad has checked your work, great, and it's all spelled correctly, awesome. Have them check this too, okay? Have them check this too. Okay, finally, my
Oh my.
insect. My insect is important. That's one word, isn't it? Important. Because it eats other get that S in there nice, and the other bugs that ruin plants. In it might be too little, but you know what? I'm going to try and get garden in here. Ooh, I did it. Okay. Okay, and now I'm going to do my green. Okay, now we kind of talked, if we didn't want fascinating, I personally don't think a ground bug's fascinating, but we already used the word interesting, okay? You can use fascinating. Let's see, what other words can you use? Fascinating, cool, awesome, how exciting, amazing. Can you hear Jaden in the background giving me answers? Amazing. I'm sorry. Some of you guys really do have some really neat bugs. You do have some bugs that are amazing and exciting and awesome and cool. You really do. So, I like learning about some of these bugs. You wonder why God put them on the earth. He had to have a reason, okay? So if you want to use one of these adjectives, because they are describing your bug, all right? So you can choose which one of these. Let's see. I'm going to put. I'm going to put awesome. All right, just for giggles, I'm going to put awesome. Okay. So my last one. It was very. Did I say awesome? All right, awesome. You can stick with fascinating. Don't worry about it. It's very awesome. About the I'm gonna see if I can get ground on here. And see, I can get it on without smashing the words up, okay? Without the ground beetle. All right, look at me. I did it. I filled it all up with a whole line and a half left. Now that's not everybody. You may have a lot more to put on there, okay? And our handwriting is different too. So if you do need more space, then just get another piece of paper. All right, so there you go. Make sure though that your words are spelled correctly and you do it neatly so you can read it. Hopefully your rough draft was neat also so you could read it. Okay? All right, kiddos. Well, I hope you did well on this. I'm sure you did a great job. And good job. Can't wait to see when you bring them back. All right, so I'll see you later. Bye-bye.